Welcome to Stacking Sats, the channel aimed at making everything crypto simple and easy to understand. I'm Mohammed Ez, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at crypto investing 101. So again, disclaimer, this video is meant purely for educational purposes and should not be taken as financial advice. So what we're going to be learning about today, differences between investing and trading, different investment strategies, and buying crypto using Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. So, investing versus trading. Guys, just to make one thing very clear, even though the end goal is the same, to increase what your capital, to increase what you've put in, the method is completely different. Investing is a long-term game, while trading is a much shorter term play, a lot more riskier, and if you don't know what you're doing, please don't try. Now, I do get asked a number of questions, and the main question I get asked, as you can see, is why should I invest? Well, if it's not obvious, let me make it obvious to you. To increase what you've got. It's as simple as that. Do you need to be able to trade to invest? Hell no. Of course you don't. Trading's a different beast in its entirety. And finally, what is the best way to invest? Well, we're going to get into that now. So, there are four main types of investment strategies. You can see them in front of you. What I'm going to tell you is this. For the first three, Bitcoin ticks all the boxes. It's at a discounted price. It's got strong upside potential, given what we're seeing now. Tesla recently buying 800 billion worth of Bitcoin. I mean, if that's not telling you that Bitcoin is the future, I don't know what is. And it's just the amount of companies that are going to follow suit is going to be massive. I mean, we're hearing rumors that Apple are looking into it, JP Morgan, BlackRock. Again, the big plays are coming in for crypto, mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum. But let me tell you this, word of warning. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. I'll say that one more time. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. You do not need to own a whole Bitcoin. You can own fractions of a Bitcoin. They are called sats, hence the name, stacking sats. So, dollar cost averaging. Let's have a look. Now, dollar cost averaging, it's a great way to invest, and it's more of a tool used to invest in the other three strategies on the previous screen. And why is it a great way to invest? Well, it reduces the emotional stress. Believe me, if you've been in crypto for a long time, you know how stressful it can get. The worst thing is you putting a large chunk of money in one day and the next day it's lost 20%. Not a nice feeling. And it's a great feeling if it goes up by 20%, 30%, 50%. But we do have red days in crypto. We're experiencing red days right now. I think Bitcoin is down maybe 15, 20% from a couple of days ago. Again, it's not a joke. So, dollar cost averaging reduces emotional stress, reduces the risk, as volatility isn't really a factor since you're buying high, you're buying low, you're averaging out your cost of Bitcoin or of any other asset you choose to invest in. So we'll look at a very simple example of dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. Historically, and this has been researched, the cheapest day of the week to buy Bitcoin is on a Monday. Now let's assume you wanted to invest £400 a month. You'd invest £100 weekly every Monday. Excellent. That's it. Seems nice and easy enough. Now, dollar cost averaging 2.0 is something that I personally like to use. It's something I don't recommend for you to use if you're new into the space. It's more about understanding the market and trying to beat the market. Where if you know that the price is at a discount, there's been a drop, or there's good news coming out and you think the price is going to surge, as opposed to investing your £100 a week, you might think, hey, Bitcoin's down 30% today. I think it's going to bounce up. I'm going to put in £200, £300, £400 all in one go. Again, it's not putting in more. It's not putting in more money than what you've allocated for your monthly budget or whatever way you decide to invest, but it's trying to beat the market. So like I said before, if you're not sure what you're doing, probably best not to do this just yet until you've got a better grasp of the market. And again, remember, you're investing in Bitcoin, you're not trading Bitcoin. It's all about the long-term gains. It's all about stacking those sats. So, Coinbase versus Coinbase Pro. I think Coinbase is an excellent vehicle to start investing in crypto, but personally, I don't buy my crypto from Coinbase. I buy it from their exchange, Coinbase Pro. for one very, very simple reason. The fees are much less. If you're buying crypto frequently, what you don't want to be doing is spending loads of money on fees. So what we can see on the screen is the fees. If I was going to buy £50 worth of Bitcoin on Coinbase, I'm paying £1.99 in fees. Whereas if I'm buying it on Coinbase Pro, it's only 25 pence. That's an eighth of the price. Now, over a long period of time, you're spending a lot more on fees on Coinbase for no reason whatsoever. And on top of that, you have to buy at the market price. So I'm going to jump into Coinbase Pro and I'm going to show you what you can do. So again, the assumption is you've made an account on Coinbase, you've transferred some money on Coinbase, and now you want to buy and sell your crypto. So to be able to do that, once you've signed into Coinbase Pro, this is what you'll see. To transfer your money from Coinbase to Coinbase Pro, it's absolutely free. Let's click on Portfolios. Once you're in, click on Deposit. Because you are depositing money, click on the currency you want. So in this case, pounds. And you see you've got three different options here. Click on Coinbase. Click the amount you want to transfer from Coinbase to Coinbase Pro. It's instant, it's free, and your funds are available instantly. So I know here it said UK bank transfer or Swift transfer. Personally, the reason I transfer my money onto Coinbase first, then onto Coinbase Pro, it's quicker. It happens instantly. Whereas doing it to Coinbase Pro, again, it says it typically arrives within 1 business day. When there's high volume, and especially now that we're in the beginning of a bull run and there is high volume on Coinbase, it might take longer for you to transfer directly onto Coinbase Pro. So you've transferred your money onto Coinbase, you've transferred it across onto Coinbase Pro. How the hell do I buy Bitcoin? This is how. Once you've done that, click on the trade. And if you click up on the ticker up here, and I want to go to GBP, that's the currency I'm buying in. And what you've got is all of these different currencies that are available on Coinbase Pro. Now, it seems like a lot. It really isn't in comparison to other exchanges. I know Binance has been mentioned, and Binance is great. But as a first entry into crypto, definitely Coinbase Pro and Coinbase combination. So, click on Bitcoin GBP. And I've got two options when I come to buy. There's something called a market order and there's something called a limit order. Now, a market order, it buys at the price. Buys at the market price, what the current price is. Whereas a limit order, you can set the price you want to buy at. So let's say here, this is the 15-minute chart. And again, you don't have to worry about the charts, but it just shows us the price history. I can see that Bitcoin a couple of times is dipped to 32,500. I might be feeling a bit cheeky and think, I don't want to buy Bitcoin at 34 and a bit. I want to buy it at 32.5. So I can come here, and this is for limit, put in the price I want to buy Bitcoin at, and then choose the amount of Bitcoin. If I press max, well, I've got 74 quid left on this account. That's cool. I press that, and again, fees, nothing compared to Coinbase. And then I buy. And that's it. Again, you can do this with Bitcoin, you can do this with Ethereum. Honestly, if you're new in the game, don't start investing in more than 2 or 3 assets at most. You don't want to spread yourself too thin too quickly. And something else, don't be checking the value of your portfolio every 5 minutes. That's part of the emotional stress. Again, you're investing, you're not trading. So, we've spoken about Coinbase versus Coinbase Pro. The last thing I want to talk about is storing your crypto. Probably something you've not thought about, but there are 3 main ways to store your crypto. The first one is on the exchange. Again, it's risky, as if the exchange gets hacked, your funds are at risk. Having said that, Coinbase, to my knowledge, has never been hacked, so it is quite safe, but again, at your own risk. What I tend to do is if I'm storing funds, I will not store them on Coinbase Pro, I will store them on Coinbase, and I'll show you how to transfer from Coinbase Pro to Coinbase in a moment. The other 2 is either on a cold wallet or a hot wallet, and hopefully in the future I'll make another video explaining the pros and cons of these wallets, where to get them from, how to use them, and everything else. But let's assume you've brought your crypto on Coinbase Pro, you want to transfer it back to Coinbase. What do I do? Well, it's a very similar process to transferring your money from Coinbase to Coinbase Pro. Again, I'm going to click on Portfolios, but this time, as opposed to clicking Deposit, I'm going to click withdraw. And I'm going to choose whatever crypto I want to withdraw. We'll stick with Bitcoin. And here we can see Coinbase Pro. Again, happens instantly. And you can see all your funds on Coinbase. So, I hope you guys have found this educational. I hope you've learned something new. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like. If you've got any questions or any comments, drop them in the comment section and subscribe